How's it? Today is Monday, June 10th. Forward. Moving forward with programming, moving forward with life, moving forward with progress, I hope. I don't know. Today was a Snatch day. A little bit changed up from last week because last week I couldn't do what I was planning to do. I talked with my coach yesterday and we talked for a game plan for moving forward for the next couple weeks. Rather than doing the power snatches, we'll be doing full snatches, and actually same thing for the Wednesday. No more power cleans. We're going to be doing full cleans. We're going to be a little bit more tame with our jumps from week to week so that we can continue to have progress over time. I'm going to keep my overhead work at the beginning. So 95 is what I did last week for the snatch, push, press plus overhead squat, like a 3+3. And today I'm doing 100 and felt pretty good. I feel like I'm getting back to the point where my overhead stability, overhead strength is pretty stable, and like that is, I think that's a good place to be, like to be able to stabilize weight overhead that I know that I cannot snatch but am coming up and being close to snatching, if that makes sense. As far as like training goes, like I couldn't really, I don't know, man. Today was kind of a blur. It's been like the last 2 nights at work or 2 days, I guess, at work have been pretty challenging physically. This is my top set at 100. Like, look at how easy it is. I don't even have to reset for the push press off of my shoulders, like the catch and reset. So like it's like, again, like it's easy. I don't know what other word to use. But going back to work, I feel like, so Saturday was like really challenging because we were super busy. So like I felt like I got like mentally exhausted, but also physically exhausted. Had like all of my tables and reservations come in all at once, and then like had to kind of deal with that. Like, I don't know. Sunday was a totally different animal. Sunday was way worse than Saturday was, and I thought Saturday was challenging to say the least. But Sunday morning I did 53 covers, so I served 53 people, which is probably about half of the guests that came in the whole restaurant for that day. So like I there were 2 other servers to be serving, and so like if I do half, then it doesn't make sense, right? Because then the other 2 are splitting the rest of the half, and it is what it is. But at the end of it, I was super happy. I got to meet a set of really, really cool people. My last table, they came in to celebrate a birthday, and we ended up talking about somehow talking about cameras, and then what I normally do with my cameras, and this is what I normally do with my cameras. And then they asked, "Oh, like, do you have like a YouTube or anything?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have a YouTube." So she subscribed. So, hello, how's it? If you are seeing this, happy birthday again. I don't know. I don't know if you will, but this here is my first set of 2 of the 85 snatch. Again, everything is kind of a blur. Like, my sleep last night was not terrible. I got sushi last night, which was really good. It was really fun. And then I got home at like, what, 10? So I was in bed probably by like 12:30, which for me is usually pretty early. And I just fell asleep. And then I woke up this morning. I woke up way before my alarm, and I was like, I don't know why this keeps happening. Like, I wasn't hungry. I didn't use the bathroom or anything. It wasn't super hot, so like I don't know. It just felt really weird when I woke up. But I would say, like, if I had to rate my sleep last night, it's probably like a 6 out of 10. Definitely better than Friday to Saturday. So it is what it is. A lot of these snatches, when I'm looking at them now, I feel like, again, it does just feel like a blur. I don't remember really executing on these. I know I was there, of course. I have the video to prove it, but I was trying my best to essentially like keep the bar close to me. I think that a lot of times when I'm lifting near other people, I adopt a lot of how they are lifting. And Tawny and even Blake, Blake, the guy in the video here on the far side, they're one of my good friends, but they keep the bar very close to themselves, and a lot of the way that they're successful is by keeping the bar close. And I think that I do keep the bar close, but it's not one of the things that I focus on per se. It's one of those things that like happens as a result of other things that I'm doing. And so if I have the perspective of like keeping that as a forefront of my goals for that lift, then I do think that quality of movement does change. So I feel like I might be a little bit slower in positions or what have you. But at the end of the day, I mean, all of those snatches were makes, so I didn't have any misses today, and they all felt pretty good and felt pretty easy. Granted, it is still only 85, so it is what it is. Moved on to my snatch high pulls after the snatch doubles. I'm keeping these at triples and keeping them the same weight as my overhead warm-up type stuff. I don't know if I'm going to switch to like panda pulls or like normal snatch pulls soon. They're basically turning into normal snatch pulls at this rate, but that will have to be dealt with, I mean, either next week or the week after that. Finished off with my pull-ups and then my pal-off press for my core movements. I think that today was good. You know, like I said, I don't know how. I feel like everything is a blur. Like I don't know how I really got through the training session, but I feel very accomplished. Like walking out of it, I felt very accomplished, and it feels like I'm moving in the right direction. And I'm super excited to be like pushing on the strength stuff coming up. So we'll see where I can get. I want to try to squat 400 again in the future by the end of this year. That's a real goal of mine. So I think we're moving forward, right? But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.